What's up, guys? Oh my God. It is late o'clock. It is 12:15 in the morning, Saturday night, and I am in Bangkok. Isn't that cool? This is like literally outside my window. That is the train station. The name of it is called Thong Lo. Thong Lo. I'm sorry, that was a bad accent. Thong Lo. I'm in the nice area. Okay, so I'm about to go to bed, but I have been thinking of something last week since we last talked about, following my heart and trusting in faith and what my next steps were. So I just want to give you guys an update and kind of tie this into a life lesson that I have been practicing for a long time, but now I understand why this has been something that I've been practicing. Excuse me, 1 second. All right, so I decided, this is the predicament that I was going through. I'm in Thailand and I've been here for about 4 months. And I was like, all right, I could go back home. My flight is scheduled to go back home. Or I could stay, I could save money, I could, be in Bangkok and have like a routine, I suppose. I can do all the things that I want to do. It makes more sense for me to stay in Thailand right now based off my finances. I'm not working and all that stuff. But here's the thing. My heart, and this is what the title is about, there is a difference between choosing comfort and alignment. Comfort is period point blank what it is. You're comfortable, it might be easy, it might not be challenging, it might feel safe, but you are not in alignment with who you are and where your heart and your soul is calling you to. And that has been something that I have done a lot in my life, where I realize I'm like, this is cool and all, but my heart is really calling me over here. Like, for example, if I wanted to be comfortable, y'all, I probably would have like 10 properties right now in Atlanta, because I used to be a home property owner. I had an Airbnb business, but my heart was calling me to Atlanta, where it made no sense on why I would go there outside of, I just wanted to, period, point blank. And I was in the same situation this last week, when I was like, I'm really at that fork in the road where I'm like, I'm literally giving up my comfort for the expansion of my heart, where it's saying my spirit is calling me to go to Chicago. Like, when I literally think of like where to go in the world, the only thing that makes sense to me right now is Chicago. Like, if someone said, hey, Aaron, you have to go to Los Angeles, or Aaron, I'm gonna take you to London, I'd be like, I could, but no, like my heart wants to go to Chicago. And so I'm following that, and I'm trusting there's a reason why I'm being called there. There's a reason why I am, there is that feeling that's saying, go there. That is what I'm talking about. This is kind of twofold on what I'm talking about when it comes to trusting your intuition and following your faith. And then at some points in times, you will be considering, like, your faith may take you out of your comfort zone. And I think obviously that's what faith is for, is to bridge you from where you are to where you are, the destination of where you're going. In that middle space, there's gonna be moments and times where things aren't gonna feel on paper comfortable. They'll feel scary, they'll feel unsure. It'll feel just like, really, God? Like, you want me to do this? You want me to go over here? And it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my best. And, I trust that like everything's gonna work out. So I say that to say, I'm obviously going back to the States. I'm really excited because like, that's what it makes sense. And like, internally in my heart where I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. And it's so funny because the minute I said, all right, this is what I'm going to do, and that's how it's going to happen, my housing got taken care of. Everything just started to kind of like fall into place for it to be like, oh, obviously I'm supposed to be here. And so that is really the message today, I guess, is that when you are on this path of following your heart, trusting your faith, trusting in yourself, you might give up your comfort, and actually probably 10 times out of 10. Because if you want to just stay comfortable, maybe there's no expansion in that with who you're supposed to be. So I'm forgoing my comfort. I have been in Thailand for 4 months. I enjoyed, living at a lower cost of living. I have enjoyed eating fresh fruits and having wonderful coffee and making amazing friends. And I plan to have all that when I'm in Chicago, to be honest. But I'm willing to expand outside of what I built for myself and continue down the path that God has set out for me. So I just encourage you all to, do not get stuck in your comfort. Continue to follow your heart, because I believe and I have faith that God is going to take care of you through that. All right, peace and blessings. I'll talk to you later.